the full news bulletin, President Ramaphosa convenes emergency water crisis summit. President Cyril Ramaphosa is in Boksburg today, the Big Wood Hotel, for an extended presidential coordinating council meeting. The primary agenda is to escalate national water crisis. Following the establishment of the National Water Crisis Committee earlier this year, the president is meeting with premiers, mayors, and traditional leaders to finalize immediate stabilization interventions. The focus is on infrastructure, resilience, and improved governance as many municipalities continue to struggle with consistent supply. Public addresses from President and COGTA Minister Sini Hlabisa are expected later this morning. And on the crisis at the top of the South African Police Services National Commissioner suspended, a significant shake-up in South African law enforcement continues to dominate the headlines. President Ramaphosa has officially suspended the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masemola, following serious charges related to a corruption-linked such procurement case. And Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpani has stepped in as the acting commissioner. Analysts and parliamentary committee are calling this more than a procurement scandal, labeling it a policing crisis that highlights deep-seated infiltration by organized crime within the state's security apparatus. And on the energy affordability fight, the 350 organization launches campaign today. While the national grid has seen improved stability, the affordability crisis is the new frontline for South African energy. Today, 350africa.org officially launches its free basic electricity, the FBE campaign. The group is calling for the government to increase the monthly free allocation from the current 50 kilowatts, which has been stagnant since 2006, to 350 kilowatt per month. With electricity tariffs having surged by over 1,000% in the last 2 decades, the campaign argues that renewable energy must be the pathway to making power accessible for the millions currently residing in energy poverty. And on the massive border overhaul and port redevelopment, the Border Management Authority, BMA, has announced the winning bidders for a massive 12.5 billion rand redevelopment of 6 key ports of entry. The strategic overhaul aims to modernize South Africa's borders to combat illegal immigration, improve surveillance, and facilitate smoother regional trade. This comes as the government ramps up workplace compliance checks and border security measures to address ongoing public concerns regarding illegal immigration. And on the local news, there's been a drug bust and infrastructure woes. Johannesburg, the JMPD officers have successfully intercepted a drug-related operation in the city. The arrest followed a routine patrol, with officials reaffirming their commitment to visible policing to curb the narcotics trade in suburban hubs. In Midrand, the residents are calling for urgent intervention from Johannesburg Water as several homes remain flooded with sewage. The municipality is facing increasing pressure to address the aging infrastructure that has led to these recurring health hazards. And on the global and lifestyle brief, the OPEC shake-up in a shock move that has sent ripples through the global energy market. The UAE has announced its withdrawal from the OPEC and OPEC Plus. This decision marks a significant shift in oil producing alliances and could impact fuel price stability in the coming months. And on the health alert, the Department of Health is making a final appeal for parents to ensure children are vaccinated against preventable diseases as the latest immunization drive nears its deadlines. It is time to batten down the hatches as we head into a very wet and potentially disruptive Thursday. The South African Weather Services confirmed that a significant cut-off loss system is now firmly in control of our weather patterns, and the impact is already being felt across the province. We are currently sitting at a chilly 11 degrees Celsius with humidity nearly at a saturation point. For the rest of today, do not expect much of a reprieve from the grey skies. We're looking at a maximum of only 18 degrees Celsius. The primary concern this morning is the yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms. These aren't just your typical afternoon showers. The system is bringing widespread persistent rain that could dump up to 90 millimeter in certain areas. If you're near the central interior, be prepared for localized flooding. The ground is becoming saturated quickly, which means runoff will be very high. The system is expected to maintain its intensity throughout the afternoon and early evening before it begins its East week trek, hopefully leaving us with a clearer sky by tomorrow. For now, keep the umbrellas closed and the heaters on, as that damn chill is here to stay for the yele dag. Roads. It is a nightmare out there this morning, and the weather is certainly not helping matters. The biggest story at the top of the hour is a major mass casualty incident in Fortsburg. A collision involving 2 taxis and a police van at the intersection of Main Reef and Anderson has brought traffic to a complete standstill. Emergency crews are on the scene and multiple injuries are being reported. If your commute usually takes you through Fortsburg, you need to divert immediately. Expect heavy spillover onto surrounding arterials. Out toward Nazareth, while the stadium events have cooled, the ongoing activities at the rain show are still generating significant volume. You'll find heavy patches on Nazareth Road and the N17 as exhibitors and early visitors make their way to the grounds. Further out, the N4 eastbound is seeing massive delays. A pile-up between the Matthews Porter and Scornline interchanges has blocked the fast and middle lane, creating a bottleneck that stretches back to 4 kilometers. Finally, a word of caution to everyone behind the wheel. Visibility is exceptionally poor this morning due to the heavy rain. We are seeing reports of standing water on the M1 and N1 highways, which increases the risk of aquaplaning. Please turn on your headlights, drop your speed and double your follow distance. If you encounter a road where the water level looks uncertain, especially on low-lying bridges, do not risk it by forcing to drive through it. Turn around and find a safer path. Stay safe and stay patient on the roads this morning. This is Miss Pinkie L.